If you want to be actors, and everybody raised their hand. He was like, really? You want to be actors? You know, you may have to go to an audition you could go an audition every single day for weeks and weeks and months and never get a job. The hands started going down and there were still some hands up. And he was like, you know, and nobody in your family's going to understand you. They don't understand actors. You know, you got to get egg on your face. You know, the rejection that you face. You're going to face rejection day after day after day. Hands started going down. Pretty soon I saw that my hand was the only hand up. And it wasn't just up like this. It was up like...
So we just saw that video with Viola Davis, and then I got the article with the Instagram and the influencers of the TikTok. Well, the biggest problem with the fact that they burnt out is because they was chasing fame, which also hurts a lot of actors. Viola Davis at this point is famous, but she was never chasing fame. The problem with being an influencer is the only way to get paid is you gotta be famous. You see the problem? You know, I'm in the film game, I'm an editor. I know how tedious editing could be. I know how technical it can get. And yeah, it's not something I would want to do every day. I, as an editor, never have edited. You know, you're gonna have periods where you edit 5 days straight, or maybe even 2 weeks. But at those 2 weeks, it's not like the level of editing is the same day 1 as a day 9, you know, because there are different things you're doing. You know what I'm saying? The process of shooting things, you know, narrative, you know, whether it's comedy, whatever, if it's narrative, it has an act 1, 2, 3, you know, Jack and Jill went up the hill, fetch a pail of water, so forth and so on. You know, when you're editing, basically you can tell you getting to the end because it's just not that much to edit. But when you got to edit every day for TikTok, well, the pieces got to be a certain length because that's the algorithm. You edit, yeah, you know, movies have a length. You know, most movies, the average is 90 minutes, but that's a market thing. How many movies can we get in the theater? How many movies can I as a director do in a year, right? So some directors like Christopher Nolan, he gives you these epics, so he don't come out every other year. Quentin Tarantino and Spike Lee at one point were coming out on, you know, Woody Allen too. They come out every other year. Look at the length of their films. You know, Tarantino tend to run a little long. Even Spike, his films might run a little long, but for the most part, they might be long, but they saturated with a lot of stuff that you just gotta, you want to sit there and just eat it up, especially when you get it on home video. Other directors, they come out every other year. Their movies is 90 minutes. TV shows, we all know, are hour long, 30 minutes. But look at those times. They're all controlled by the market, and they haven't changed much in our lives. But you got an algorithm telling you got to post a video, it has to be this long. You're not responding to a market force. You can't, that's not your fans saying they want it that long or they need it every day. It's a computer code. So you got to think about that. And, you know, I never got into this to be famous. Because I don't see what's the difference between going to a job you hate and then, as the dude in the article, oh, I got to make a video today. I'm dreading it. Well, we might as well just go back and get a job then, B. But you probably can't detach yourself from the fame because that's the lane you chose. And I end with this. If y'all getting money as influencers, it's time to diversify, branch off, take that influence ability and go do something else with it, because otherwise it don't make any sense. In entertainment, particularly filmed entertainment, TV, you know, movies, stuff like that, the longer you're in the industry, the less work you have to do because your catalog speaks for you. But unfortunately, nobody gonna be checking what you was doing on TikTok 3 years ago. So you gotta post every day. You ain't no different than a drug dealer who, for some reason, after 2-3 years, yo, you still on the corner with the work? You supposed to be up in, I don't know, something. You supposed to have a lieutenant on the corner. How you son? What? You supposed to, you know, you supposed to be Marlo. You know, my name is my name. You don't actually touch the drugs. That's the backwards nature with this whole Instagram, TikTok, influencer. The longer you in it, you don't actually work less. Backwards. I've never understood it. So in the end, you know, if y'all chasing fame, I don't have anything to say for you. I'm a screenwriter. I started off editing. You know what I'm saying? I started off editing with the Avid and the junior college BMCC on Chambers Street in Manhattan. You know what I mean? But as y'all know, Fire Life Safety Director on deck with his scripts. That's what I do. That's why I don't post every day. Because again, I believe in a presence, not so much posted every day. Because I tell you this, ain't nobody checking for anybody on any social media every day. Come on, dog. Really? Seriously? Word up, man. Protect your peace, yo.